know you've heard of an LLC, right? And if you've been watching my channel for a while, then I know for sure you've heard of a sole proprietorship. But do you know what a C Corp or corporation is and how to start one? Well, in this video, I will be going over these steps and give you a solid overview on what steps to take to start a C Corp or corporation, whichever one it's intertwined. But before we get into all that,
allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is Devon Puddingwork Burke, the wealth builder himself. And if you love content like this and talking about making more money, saving more money, and building a better you and business, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel and like this video. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into how to start a corporation. Step 1, choose your name. Gotta choose the name of your corporation, right? I know you've heard me state this before, that you need to choose your business name because, it sets a tone and all that good stuff. But with starting a C Corp or corporation, it's a little different. Your name cannot sound, look, or seem like anyone else's. It has to be really original. You can search name availability online at the website of the Secretary of State or other state agencies responsible for business filing in your respective state. Now, each state is different and has specific rules you must follow when it comes to a corporation's name. Now, there are 2 rules of thumb when it comes to creating a corporation's name. A, you must have identity identifiers in your business name like Inc. or incorporation, co. or corporation, or limited or LTD, okay? B, you can't have anything like FBI, State Department, or Treasury in your business name. Cannot have that. Let's move on to number 2. Appoint initial directors. You will need between 1 to 3 board members to set up your board of directors. Every state is different, so confirm with your particular state to know what the requirements are for board members. Don't worry too much about who is on your board at the start of your corporation. You can always change them out as time goes on. Okay. Number 3, file articles of incorporation. This is imperative. Without filing your articles of incorporation, you have no corporation. In most states, you can complete the filing of these legal papers online, but if you can't, then you must go down to the Secretary of State in your respective location. The articles of incorporation includes your corporation's name, its principal place of business, its purpose, the name and address of the registered agent who will accept the service of legal papers on your corporation's behalf, the name and address of incorporators and initial board members. Once the articles are approved, you will receive a certificate of formation. Remember, every state has a different set of documents that are required to complete your incorporation of your business. Okay? Do remember that. And all this information will be on my website. The link is in the description. All right, moving on to number 4, draft corporate bylaws. Before or after you've completed and submitted your corporate formation documents, you can draft your bylaws. Either way, you must have them. Even though some states don't require you to have bylaws to be recognized as incorporation, you will still and should still create them, okay, in the beginning to set a tone for your business. The bylaws should include as follows: where and when dividends are paid to shareholders, the percentage of shareholders needed to make decisions, where and when annual shareholder meetings will happen, how decisions in your business will be made, the roles assigned to each office in your company. Okay? Now, it's a good idea to find out what needs to be included in your specific state and get your corporate lawyer to make it easier on you. Okay? Definitely makes it easy on you. You don't want to have these problems and issues, okay? Number 5, hold the first board of directors meeting. Now, the dust has settled and all the paperwork has been submitted and you're an official corporation. Hold your first official board of directors meeting. Be sure to follow the guidelines in your bylaws. At this meeting, you set the groundwork to build your corporation on. The directors authorize the issuance of stock. They establish the fiscal year of the corporation, appoint the officers to officially run the company, and usually appoint the permanent board of directors, but you don't have to do that. Now, minutes of all board meetings should be recorded and kept with the corporation's records for future reference, okay? Number 6, issue some stock. When it comes to stock, it's a good idea to get advice from a small business lawyer to make sure you are complying with all regulations of the SEC when you issue stock. A few things that you must do though. You must keep a record of the shares issued to each shareholder and the price paid. The number of authorized shares is stated in the company's articles of incorporation. Okay, so definitely refer to a small business lawyer. And remember, I'm not a small business lawyer. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. Number 7, draft a shareholders agreement. Even though it's absolutely optional, this will actually save you a lot of headaches in the long run for your business. Shareholder agreements are basically another term for contract. It will determine a few things like what happens when a shareholder leaves the company, retires, dies, or becomes disabled. It's best to get a small business lawyer, like I said before, who can tailor the shareholders agreement to your company's specific needs and wants. Right. Number 8, get an employer identification number. This can be done on the IRS website and it can be done easily and quickly. All corporations are required to have an EIN, and it will give you the ability to open a bank account, file taxes, and set up payroll withholding. So it's definitely a must-have. Number 9, get business permits and DBAs. All businesses have to have some type of licensing and or permit. So make sure you check with your local government to figure out what type you will need for your particular type of business. You can also check with the Small Business Administration and check the chart of industries to find out what federal licensing you will need to run your corporation. All states require DBAs if you're going to use a different name for business other than the name of your corporation. If you're not and you plan on doing business under your corporation's name, then you should be good to go. All right? Now, make sure to check with a small business lawyer before making any moves that you're unsure of. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and I am not a lawyer. Okay? Now, if you're interested in getting funding for your business or business credit, check out the links in the description. Until next time, Wealth Builders, it's the man, it's the myth, the Wealth Builder himself, Devon, put in work, Burke. Signing off for how to start a corporation. Do remember, Wealth Builders, make more, save more, build more. Peace.
Say that I'm on my grind is an understatement. Don't think I'm thinking, you can check my bank statement. I'm about my money, yeah, that's basic. World domination is what I'm shooting.